Hello everyone. Today I want to dive deeper into the building system with mrepo toolkit. Before I'm going to show you a couple of concrete examples, I want to explain some main concepts. Our idea is basically you're supposed to manage two different views. One view is used by developers, by humans, and I'm talking about solution which you can see in the Visual Studio. Of course, that solution can contain slightly different structure than its real file structure inside that monorepo, because you can pick only specific things to see here, and you can theoretically make maybe that structure much more flat if you need to. And again, these solutions are very handy when you're working in your favorite IDE, like Visual Studio, Rider, or what you prefer. And of course, you need to bend them probably somehow later or sooner. It depends how quick your monorepo will grow. Like if you have monorepo with hundreds of projects, then probably you're supposed to use like a solution filters when you can just say which subset of the project you can see there. Because if you're going to load every time entire solution, it can be quite slow when the monorepo grow. But all these views and approaches are not that simple and smart to use it with machine. I mean, when you're building through the command line or through the DevOps pipeline or any bot supposed to access your monorepository. And how the mrepo tool is managing like building system and how it is done. Let's look into the help page. As you can see, of course, we are supporting standard operation like a clean, restore, build, test, pack, run, as probably every developer would expect. But how it is done? We trying to don't use solution files or anything. Then we are using something which is coming from Microsoft SDK, and that SDK is called Microsoft Build Traversal. And this tool allows you to define like a support project files which can define what exactly is built in a specific subfolder or branch of the repository. Of course, this tool is quite powerful. It can do even much more things than just simply say some wildcards, which project should be picked, but you can even filter there, or you can even define some more complex configuration like what's supposed to run in parallel and stuff like that. And you have basically full power of this tool. You can use it, you can define whatever you wish. But our tooling using this SDK with combination of custom scripting, then you can create custom scripts inside mrepo JSON config file. Like for example, if you want to use different platforms, let's say build some project written in TypeScript or Python, you basically name it, whatever you wish. Then if there is a possible way how to script around that platform, then you can connect it with our monorepository. And to make this even more flexible, we adding on top of it profiles. And as you can see here, you can simply specify concrete profile, and then if we using .NET and if we're using MS Build, then it will try to find like a specific traversal project file based on the operation, based on the profile. If it's a script, then it will expect there existing script for that specific operation and for that specific profile. Simple like that. And with this flexible system, you can basically build anything. It can be like a really ultimate monorepository which using different type of projects and combine everything together. Let's see some examples. Like currently I'm in the root of the monorepo, then probably if I will call build here, it should theoretically should build entire monorepository, and it will build entire monorepository. And as you can see here, it's basically run inside the source folder, and it's running standard .NET build because we are in .NET monorepo, and it's trying to build instead of a specific solution or anything. It's just building some directory.build.profile. If we want to look into this super quickly, get content, and it's in source and directory build.pro, then this file is a really super simple project file, just using custom SDK. And as you can see, it's just defining, take any project below this subfolder and build it. Done. Easy. Okay. Let's try something which using some script. I'm using like a custom script when I'm packing my NuGet packages, and when I want to pack them to be publish ready, which basically, of course, when I'm packing something for publish, I want to use release configuration and probably maybe set up some custom properties for that pack command. Then how that is done. Right now I am in my monorepository, which you can access on my GitHub. And if I go to monorepo tooling workstat, and below it there is a CLI project, which is basically this monorepo toolkit itself. And I will call mrepo build pack, but this time with profile publish. Again, it understands what to do, and this time it's still calling back on subfolder source. But as you can see, configuration is released as I said, and there are some custom properties. How this is done? This is a custom script. If I go back to the root of monorepo and look into content of configuration, this is JSON file which contains configuration for entire repo. There are specific types of the items. One is .NET project, and here are all the scripts. As you can see, there is a specific one which is pack, which is for publish profile, and yeah, it's exactly what has been triggered. Here is another quite cool example. I have all the content for my websites in this monorepo as well, and that is using WheatPress, a static site generator based on Vue and Wheat. And of course, this is using web technologies. Then I'm using npm, and I defined a couple of custom scripts here as well. And again, if I name them as the tool expect, like there is a build command, there is a run command, there is a pack command, then I can use this command through the mrepo and it will work. Let's try that. If I navigate to docs and then 42 for .NET, and here I can call build, just build, then yeah, it will trigger that WheatPress and build everything and create all the packages, and yeah, everything will work as expected. Of course, if I will try to run something which is not properly configured, like for example clean command, then it will just tell me there is no custom script. And because this tooling is primarily built for .NET, then he will look for that Microsoft build traverse file, but it's not there even. Then well, he want to help me, then he asking me if I want to create this, but in this case it doesn't make sense, then I will say no. And this is how it is working. Let's try to run this custom um, folder or project. Run exist, then he knows he needs to run npx wheatpress dev, and it started basically like a local server. I can navigate there, and the websites are really served. Everything is working. Cool. Yeah, I think this is probably the most simple examples which I want to show you, but as you can imagine, you can combine the custom scripts with Microsoft built Traversal SDK and build a really ultimate and powerful monorepo. Thank you for listening and see you next time.